Welcome to the Workamper Show, a podcast devoted to helping you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. I'm Steve Anderson, the president of Workamper News. Each one of our episodes will either introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to opportunities to work short-term jobs. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Thanks, Steve. I closed last week's show saying I'd be interviewing a work camper this week who produces curriculum from her RV, but I'll need to change that up because there's an immediate need for 300 work campers for a moving project in Minnesota. Today's episode is sponsored by Workamper News. With its Diamond and Platinum membership tools, Workamper News is much more than just a job listing website. When you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your work camping dreams into reality. The one-year memberships open the door to a one-stop shop for all things work camping. Being the original resource for work camping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect to a community of work campers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable work camping lifestyle, then a Diamond or Platinum membership is for you. You can even get started with a free 30-day trial by visiting www.workamper.com/trial. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. Trish Parker works for Express Professionals in Grand Forks, North Dakota. One of their clients, Digi-Key, is moving into a new location in Thief River Falls, Minnesota, which is about an hour east of Grand Forks. The company is a world-class electronics distribution firm. Workampers are needed to help move existing inventory to a new climate-controlled product distribution center down the road from the current location. Using handheld scanners, they'll be tracking inventory from its current spaces to the new storage areas. They'll also be working overnight, but the pay is really good. Workampers need the ability to stand for 8 to 10 hours per shift and occasionally lift at least 35 pounds. Plus, they'll be moving frequently while working. They're paid $20 per hour to work from 8:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. All their lodging is paid for too. Because Digi-Key needs at least 300 people to help with this project, the company is opening the opportunity not only to RVers who can stay in local campgrounds, but also to anyone else who can stay in a local hotel. Workampers will need to make a 3-month commitment, but they do have the option to extend beyond that. In fact, Express Professionals will hire a bunch of work campers to help with the sugar beet harvest this fall, so it's possible for people to spend the summer working for Digi-Key and continue working this fall to harvest beets. To tell us more about this immediate opportunity, please welcome Trish Parker with Digi-Key to the show. Thank you for joining me today, Trish. I really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about you and who you work for.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. My name is Trish Parker. I work for Express Professionals in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and we specialize in seasonal opportunities for the Grand Forks, Minnesota area.
Super. What kind of opportunities are those?
So the one that we're probably most known for is our beet harvest, but the one that I wanted to talk specifically about is Digi-Camp, and that is an opportunity in Thief River Falls where we're looking for work campers to come help us out in a product distribution center.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What will they be doing?
So it's a climate-controlled product distribution center, and we're specifically looking for people to work the migration position. And essentially what that is they are going to be helping Digi-Key move all their inventory from their current building to this really new fancy building that they just built. So it is an overnight shift, but there's lots of benefits that go along with it, and great people.
Okay, and this is the first time that you've done this kind of job for this company, right?
It is, yes. We kicked it off about a year ago, and we've been recruiting ever since. But yes, this is our first time working specifically with Digi-Key.
So what are some of the things that work campers will need to be doing for that?
So they will be facilitating moving. the inventory. So
Okay.
I know a lot of people are probably curious about like pick and pack positions because previously we did hire for those. But the remainder of the recruiting season is basically a push for them, that migration position.
Okay.
And they will be like actually moving the inventory. They'll have like a little handheld device. They'll be scanning inventory, updating all their inventory software of the moves. So that's essentially what they would, like the people coming in would be doing.
Is this a job that anybody can do, or do they have to be like $2 on a truck?
So there is some physical requirements. You need to have the ability to walk and or stand for approximately 8 to 10 hours, the full length of your shift. There's lots of feet work. You're going to be moving around a lot. The other main criteria is that you need to be able to lift at least 35 pounds. Now, that's not repetitively, it's occasionally, but you would need to be able to lift that amount of weight.
And these are paid positions?
They are. It is an hourly rate. It's $20 an hour. Like I said previously, it is overnight, so it's 8:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. One of the other benefits that comes along with your hourly rate is that lodging is paid for. So whether that be a campground or, because we're extending this opportunity nationwide. So we're not just looking for people coming with RVs. We're also looking for people who would just like the a change of scenery. So you don't necessarily have to come up here with a camper. And if that's the case, then we have other lodging accommodations, like we have hotels. We have a limited amount of apartments, but that is an option. So, you would get your hourly rate, plus you would get that benefit of your lodging paid for.
Well, that's a cool deal. And how many work campers are you thinking you're going to be needing?
So we are looking for hiring minimum of 300 people.
Wow.
So that includes the whole spectrum. That includes the work camper community, the local community, and just the traveling community or anybody who's interested in it. So, spots are limited. We have quite a few people already out there, but the minimum number we're looking for is that 300.
How big is this building? My goodness, that sounds like a huge project.
It's huge. I don't know the exact square feet, but it's big, it's a great opportunity. Lots and lots of opportunities.
It's big enough to hold 300 people at least. So that is big. And what kind of commitment are you looking for? Is this something that's going to last for an entire season or just a month or two?
So we ask for a minimum of a 3-month commitment. The opportunity will extend past that. So you do have the option to stay past the 3-month mark, but we do ask for that as a minimum. So it just depends on how you are planning out if you are specifically a work camper, if you have any other opportunities that you've already committed to, that's something that you would be able to work in Digi-Key and fulfill that other one. So after 3 months, if you would like to go, we say thank you and we appreciate all your help. And then, you're off to the next opportunity. Or if you would like to stay, we welcome that as well. We just would ask that you communicate that with us. And that way we can make sure that your lodging continues.
Okay. And you said you're hiring for a variety of positions at Express Professionals. What are some of the other things that you do?
So we have the two season opportunities that we specialize in. Actually, we are the only Express Professionals office out of 335 that specializes in work camping opportunities. So the other one that we really have is the beet harvest. And the other really cool thing is that we kind of set it up where you work for Digi-Key for spring and summer, and then you can roll over to the beet harvest opportunity. So if you would like to sign up for Digi-Key, work your 3 months, and then go over to beet harvest and try that opportunity, you definitely can. And the really neat thing about it is that the coordinators that work for Digi-Key are also under the same umbrella that work with the coordinators that work for beet harvest. So it's a super smooth transition. We as coordinators we're in contact with each other. So we're able to kind of talk and work out, the transition, the lodging accommodations for you to transition from one to the other. So that's a great benefit. There's 2 opportunities within one building.
I agree. Sounds like a wonderful opportunity. So somebody can come in and work in the spring, take the summer off to play, and return in the fall to harvest beets.
Yep.
Very
Or
good.
you can continue to work through Digi-Key, and then you can go over to beet harvest, and then you can get the whole winter off to run and play in the warm areas.
There you go. That's a good idea. Okay. When do you need Workampers to start?
So we actually have 3 start dates left. We have April 4th, April 18th, and May 2nd. So after that, we will not be taking any more new applicants, you would say. So, the sooner the better. Positions are filling up, and there's quite an upfront lengthy process to get you signed up. And so I would say, as soon as if you're interested, give us a call or send us an email, and that way we can get you signed up and ready to go to start on one of those dates.
Okay. And so that means that if you haven't started by May 2nd, you can't even get into the beet harvest or one of those jobs this fall because they're going to be hiring for everybody at once right now.
Right. So you wouldn't be able to get into Digi-Key. Beet harvest,
Okay.
no, you'd still be eligible to sign up for that.
Okay.
What it is that with Digi-Key, there's quite a bit of training that's involved before you even get put out on the floor. So we have to schedule training classes, and those are the training classes, the last ones that we've been provided by Digi-Key. But with beet harvest, it's a little different. So there's still plenty of time to get your name in and get signed up. I would recommend doing it right away. That way you can save your spot, because those do go very quickly, because that opportunity is way more established and people know about it. And a lot of them are returning, so they get their name in. I mean, we have people applying for beet harvest for this upcoming season, back in January. So there's still room for that, but with Digi-Key, there is kind of a rush. There's a time crunch with that. So I would say as soon as possible.
The beet harvest is traditionally one of the most lucrative work camping jobs that we offer at Workamper News. Tell us a little bit about what that involves and the compensation, for that.
Okay, so I don't know the exact rates. I know that for beet harvest, I don't know the exact rates. I do know that the hourly rates were just increased. But if you are interested, like the www.unbeatableexperience.com or even www.michiganbeetharvest.com, those are great resources. But basically, you get you sign up for a 30-day commitment when you do beet harvest, and basically you're just saying that for those 30 days I will be available, because you have to take into account for weather. Mother Nature, she's unpredictable, and beets can't come out of the ground if it's below a certain temperature or if it's raining. So what it is for that length of time you commit that you will be available to help pull those beets, and you get that hourly rate. And if you complete your assignment, there is like a completion bonus that would be paid out to you. But unfortunately, I am not a beet harvest coordinator, so I don't want to get too much into the specifics.
Okay.
But I would say that if you are interested, then definitely go to one of those websites.
Very good. Now, you had mentioned that the hours are going to be overnight, so it's a late night shift. How many shifts do people work? Is it full time? Is this something that's 40 hours a week, or is overtime available?
It is 40 hours a week. So it's overnight, 8:30 to 5. You do have a choice to pick between a Monday through Friday or a Sunday through Thursday schedule. There is overtime available. Now, it's not mandatory. And how it works is that when overtime becomes available, you'll be able to go to like your on-site express supervisor, or they'll come to you, they'll notify you of its availability. And then you go into each of the people will have like a personal portal, and that's designated for you. And you'll be able to go in and sign up for those additional hours. And it's all voluntary. It's not mandatory. So one weekend, if you don't feel like working overtime, you don't have to. You can go and enjoy, the Red Lake River that runs right through Thief River, or go check out one of the 10,000 lakes within Minnesota. Or you can sign up and get that, extra money in your pocket.
Absolutely. Now, you had mentioned that the sign-up process can be a little bit elaborate. Can you describe what that's all involved with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the hiring process, and this, I guess I'll explain that a little bit. The hiring process, that's not the lengthy part. To get hired on, the first step is that you have to take an assessment. And that assessment can be sent to you in multiple different ways. You can acquire it through going through to www.beetharvest.com/DK, I believe. Yes. and you can fill out the inquiry, and then a link to the assessment will be generated to you. Or you can call the office and we can email it over. And that's quick, it's easy. It's pretty much like a general knowledge assessment. And that's just giving us like a base mark, because you do have to have a little bit of entry level computer skills with working at Digi-Key. So that's just a little bit of a benchmark, just, that we can base everything off. And then after that, once we get your score, we reach out to you, one of our coordinators does, and we go over a checklist. And this goes over the entire opportunity in length. It's all the need to know information. And then where the next step, once you go through the checklist and you accept the conditional job offer, the next step is the lengthy part. So there's all the hiring documents. Those are provided to you electronically, but we do need you to complete those. And then we have a background check. And the background check is the lengthy part, because we have to make sure that that is complete. That's one of the requirements. That has to be complete before you can actually come to our express orientation. So that's the little bit of the lengthy part. So if somebody wants to sign up and is interested, I do say that, get in right away, because we need to get the background check done in order for you to be actually placed out at Digi-Key.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned that lodging is provided. So are RVers being put up at local campgrounds, or do you have a special facility just for them?
They're local campgrounds. There is 4 that we use. The first one it's directly across the street from Digi-Key. That is called Tourist Park. It's a gorgeous campground. It's placed right next to Red Lake River that runs through Thief River. The next one that we use is Stay and Play, and that's 3 miles away from Digi-Key, and that has like mini golf. It has a lot of cool stuff for kids to do. The other one that we use is St. Hilaire, and that's 8 miles south of Tourist Park. And again, that's based right next to the river. So if you like canoeing, fishing, morning walks along the river, that's a great place to go. The other one that we use that's a little bit farther away is Voyager's View. That one is 18 miles away, but that one has tubing, lots of recreational stuff to do. Those campgrounds, they are equipped with water and electricity. We have some full hookup sites, but if you are not in a full hookup site, we do provide a honey wagon service that comes around.
Okay, so you take care of everybody, whether they're in a campground or not.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the traits that you are looking for in work campers? You had mentioned already the ability to stand on their feet and work overnight and that type of thing. Are there any other special like personality traits that you're looking for, or character traits?
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest one is loves to work with people, is a good people person. There's a lot of work campers out there. There's a lot of locals. The Express Digi-Key community out there is strong. And the one thing that we like to pride on is how well we all work together and how positive our outlook is. So that's really like the main thing, like strong people skills, love to work around new people and meet new people.
Fair enough. What can a work camper do to stand out among other applicants?
This opportunity, we're basically just looking for people who are interested in work camping seasonal positions. So the criteria really are the minimal where, the assessment skills. But if you are interested in like a skilled position, like for instance, the supervisor position, we are looking to hire an additional one of those. So in terms of that, that's when we would start looking into like managerial skills, really like, organizational skills, those kind of things. But for right now, what we're really looking for a standout applicant is, being able to pass that assessment and just their love and interest in the seasonal opportunities.
What are some of the things that work campers can do in that area when they're not working or sleeping?
Oh, there's lots to do. We are in, like I said previously, this is the land of 10,000 lakes. There's a river that runs right through Thief River Falls, so you can do the canoeing. There is also towns around Thief River. Thief River has some accommodations in terms of like Walmart, restaurants and stuff like that. But if you want to go to like a bigger town, Grand Forks is 50 miles east of Thief River. And then if you want, you're willing to go a little bit farther, then there's Fargo. Otherwise, if you want to stay in the Minnesota area, there is Crookston. So there's lots of things to do. We always have like small town concerts and fairs and lots of things to do in the area, especially in the summertime.
And so the Digi-Key job is in Minnesota, not in Grand Forks.
Right. But we're very close. Lots of people come to Grand Forks for like on the weekends.
Okay.
Yep. So Grand Forks sits right on the border of North Dakota and Minnesota. And Thief River is only 50 miles in for Minnesota.
That's right. And it's right there in the beautiful Bemidji area, which has a lot of lakes and things like that. So people who like to fish and just maybe get out on the water, there'll be plenty of things for them to do.
Great. Absolutely.
And how far away is it from Minneapolis?
From Minneapolis, probably about 5 hours.
Oh, is it that long? Okay. So that would be after we're done doing the work, we get to go play in Minneapolis and go through the Mall of America and stuff like that. Okay. Yep. Super.
Absolutely.
Super. Is there anything you wish all Workampers knew before coming to work for you?
Not really sure. Just, it's a fun environment. And I think that, it's a great opportunity. You can make good money. And while you're here, have your lodging paid for, and you get to work with great people. There's lots and lots of good people up here.
That's great. Where can people get more information or fill out an application?
You can go to any of like our social media pages, Digi-Camp through Facebook or Instagram. You can find us at www.theunbeatableexperience.com/DK, or you can give our office a call. Our number is 888-791-6738. There's quite a few different ways to get information and get a hold of us.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Trish. I really appreciate the time. I hope that we can generate a number of applicants for you, because it sounds like it's going to be a fun and interesting job, maybe a little bit of hard work, but it pays very well. So I hope people take the opportunity to apply.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
I'm very appreciative of Trish Parker with Express Professionals for taking time to talk about immediate job openings with Digi-Key in Western Minnesota. She's hiring people right now to start within a few weeks. People can choose to start on April 4th, April 18th, and May 2nd. Workampers have to undergo quite a bit of training before they can start their jobs. After all, it's essential that the right products be moved to the right bins in the new facility. People can choose to work from Monday through Friday or from Sunday to Thursday. The good news is that they have the same 2 days off every week. Overtime hours are also available, so this is an excellent opportunity to make a significant amount of income in a relatively short time. Workampers will need basic computer and typing skills. They'll also need to pass a background check. They should enjoy working with people of different ages and backgrounds. There's a lot to do in that part of the country when you're not working. There are many nearby lakes for fishing, boating, and paddle sports. Winnipeg, Manitoba is less than 3 hours away, and Fargo, North Dakota is about 2 hours south. Summertime in Minnesota is really fun because of all the small town festivals, fairs, and concerts that take place. More information is available at www.theunbeatableexperience.com / including a webinar conducted for Workamper News that you can listen to online. You can also fill out an application, which I encourage you to do right away because the hiring window will close soon. Today's episode was sponsored by The Dreamer's Journey. It's an online course and community produced by Workamper News. Life is way too short to keep your dreams on hold, so don't be held back by fear because you were designed for more. Get started in the RV lifestyle the right way with this comprehensive guide. For just $29.95 for 1 year of access, Dreamers have unlimited viewing of 50-plus videos to learn things like what type of RV to buy, goal setting, how to budget for the adventure, developing a positive mindset, setting up a domicile, and operating a small business on the road. Plus everything you want to know about work camping and how to find the right job for you. Each video is 30 to 90 minutes long to give you an in-depth coverage on each topic. There's no wrong time to get started, so for more information, visit www.rvdreamersjourney.com. That's all I have for this week. Next week, I'll be talking with an employer in South Dakota who has immediate openings for people with construction experience to work on a project to build an entire community out of an old Army base. I'll have more details on the next episode of The Workamper Show. Thank you for listening.